everybody. Welcome back to another episode of It's All Questionable. We have a special guest in the house today, Miss Sarah.
Hi, everybody.
She flew in all the way from Pittsburgh, so let's give her a big
Clap
welcome. Yay. And we got, of course, Miss Brandy in the house. So we're going to get together and we're going to share a few things about the book today. How you doing, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm good. Happy to be here with my two besties. So.
Yay!
Yay, we love Sarah. We're glad she's here.
Yes, we are going to have a good time today. We got some cool stories to tell, and we're going to start it off by introducing these gals as my top advisors. So,
Tough job.
It's an unpaid position.
It's good. Volunteer.
Volunteer, unpaid, long hours.
You see HR every day. It's a lot.
It's a lot. They have their hands full. So it's about guiding me through life, helping me make decisions. Every time I have a question or a dilemma or I don't know what to do, I go to these two lovely ladies with the answers. And
It boils down to keeping you housed, fed, car payments made.
Kind of closed.
Right.
Questionable.
Yep.
Questionable.
Yep.
There's been some homeless adjacent moments, but we've worked through them.
It's fine. Everything's fine. So without these ladies' help, I would be on the streets, quite literally. I mean, Brandy put me up, gave me an air mattress. We talked about that a couple episodes ago. I called this girl for, just plain street advice. A lot of boy advice came from these ladies. They were like, Stephanie, let the boys hunt. Let them come and get you. Stop being so freaking thirsty. And I was like, okay, that's an idea. I don't like for, people to be all thirsty with me, so why would I do that? So I'm always seeking the advice from the ladies. So most people just have their besties and most people have their friends. I have a whole panel of people, and these are the top two. So, yes. So what would be a little example we can share of some advice that I was seeking from you, Sarah?
Oh, God.
Would it be...
So there was a time that Stephanie and I were having breakfast, and she said, I don't think he's into me. I said, what happened last night? She said, we've been drinking, and we started wrestling around in a pond.
Oh, yeah.
A red flag went off in my head, because you're wrestling in a pond. And she started dunking his head in the swamp water.
This was Justin in the book, by the way.
Yeah, he's in the book.
We named him Tree. And he did not like being dunked in the water.
Isn't that weird?
We're lucky we didn't have to name him Dead, because you
Yeah.
almost killed his ass.
I almost drowned him, and he did not like that.
Drowning while drunk.
Coughing up.
So I
water.
almost killed him, and that kind of ruined the vibe for the night. Like, we were going to have this magical night in the barn, and I wound up sleeping on a nasty couch in a trailer by myself because I was, putting time out. And I was revoked from all of my...
All sex privileges.
All my privileges were revoked that day. And I literally was, shunned, and I was not invited back.
So as you can see, it's not hard being a top advisor, because you're just don't do that.
You just have to be this much more of an adult than her, and you're in.
Yeah, the credentials are really not important
Do you
here.
know how to balance a checkbook?
No.
And
Well, that's what you're asking.
this is why, people. Me and Sarah do. Enough said. Okay, is this episode over? We got to the root of it.
Well, Sarah always used to say, hey girl, you need to be more ladylike. And I'm like, why? I'm not that way. I mean, at the time I didn't get my nails done. I do now. I'm not trying to dress and...
You didn't brush your hair.
Well, the back of the hair, you don't need to brush it because you can't see it.
That's what she thinks.
And so... But I mean, I ain't trying to walk in heels. I want to keep my ankles intact. I'm trying to do all that nonsense. So she's all like, you need to be more ladylike. And I'm like, well, get more dainty. And so I got in trouble one time when I was trying to date this guy in the book. We called him what? T-Mac? Something like that. T-Pac? No. D-Mac. He was one of the first people I started online dating with, and we were vibing. We actually hung out a couple of times, and then he started friend zoning me and pushing back a little bit, and I'm like trying to dive in and try to reel him back in, and I'm like, I wrote him this text. I was like, "What's up, Slick? How's it hanging?" And I told Sarah, and she never belly laughed so hard when I told her this. I remember I was pulling in the post office and I told you, you're like, "You said what?"
To hell?
Nobody said that.
Not a guy you're trying to date.
Oh, Slick.
How's
How's
it
it
hanging?
hanging?
And yeah, and then that was like the last time I heard from him.
Weird.
Shocker.
That's so
That
know.
is shocking.
and then you if you
I got
could have,
it.
you would have chest bumped him. If you had the opportunity.
I know. I'm glad I didn't.
She was
It over the
practicing their
phone.
fucking handshake in her mind. She's like, I'm gonna slide this one in on you.
Yeah.
Your secret handshake.
So
Yeah.
that's one example. I'm like, what did I do wrong? What happened? Why is he friend zoning me? Why is he
Dressing
ghosting
him
me?
like he's the gym bro.
Yeah, it's like,
Exactly.
And you're trying to be a pickup on his basketball team.
yeah. So yeah, that's one of the examples I would get. I'm like, what did I do wrong? Why is this guy not calling me back? Because I would literally like an idiot. I don't know this guy. I'm staring at my phone, waiting for him to text me back, and he hasn't. And I'm like, there must be something wrong with his phone. He did not get my text.
But what in your brain is like, I have a really good pickup line, and I'm gonna type. Where does that?
I was just trying to be cool. I was trying to be relaxed and
How's it
hey
hanging,
man,
Slick?
yeah, Slick, he's Slick. It's like I'm just trying
to be slick.
relaxed.
You've never been slick in your entire life.
And then I stare at the phone waiting for him to text me back for hours.
So slick, easy
So
breezy
slick.
you are.
Yeah.
So cool. So cool.
So cool.
And then it's like there must be something wrong with his phone. Let me type it again.
Do we have service in here? Is there a metal roof?
I need to resend. He obviously didn't get it. I'm gonna resend
But then
it.
I'll explain why I'm resending
Yeah,
it in
because
case
I was
he
like-
did get it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't want to seem clingy or crazy.
No. I mean, one guy said, I don't like clingy chicks. And I was like, cool. I'm not clingy. I'm good. He didn't text me back for 4 hours. And I was like, are you testing my clinginess? Are you testing me? It's been 4 hours. And he's like, dude, I'm at work. I was like, oh.
I remember distinctly having a conversation with you one time, and I was like, Stephanie, it's been 4 days.
Yeah.
Like, you need to calm down. It's only been 4 days.
I mean, it's
And
long.
she was in
It's
a
long.
tailspin
Yeah.
about some guy for same thing, Maybe he was ghosting you, maybe he wasn't, but it had only been 4 days. Let's calm down. Everybody take a breather.
I mean, 4 days is a long time when you're staring at the phone.
And you have to. Did I pay the bill? Did I pay the bill?
That's always questionable. Did I pay the bill? So
Did I pay the wireless bill?
did I pay the Mickey Mouse Walmart phone bill that's prepaid? My prepaid minutes are running out. Hit me back. So there's only been a lot of times where I've asked these ladies to help me out. I mean, there's been some money issues that I've had to work through because I'm broke as hell. I do broke better than anybody.
She really
Anyone.
does.
I can do broke.
Yeah.
So
I love Sarah because Sarah will not give you money. Sarah will make Stephanie work for it. I've loaned out. I can remember I remember one day you called me about 3 hours after I left. You're like, you left $80 on the back of the toilet.
she would sneak it in there like I'm gonna say no or
Well,
something.
it got to the point where you started saying no. You
I
were
didn't
in a
mean
really
it.
bad time.
You're
And
like,
you had got
"Here's
to
your
the
money
point
back."
where you felt so bad taking it that I just would leave it in random places for you to find it. But Sarah, she's great. She won't just come out and give you cash. I remember one time you gave her 2 really nice purses to sell, to resell for money.
I still have them in the closet. Nobody wanted them.
There was a lesson in there. There's the principle behind it.
She was teaching me like my mom. She's like, you will learn how to manage money better. It's not a handout. You gotta work for it. So I'm putting it on freaking Facebook and eBay. Anybody want this busted up purse? No, it was actually really nice. It was two
They
coach
were
purses.
two really nice
Coach
purses. I was like,
purses.
hey, you'll make some money off
Yeah.
I did not.
Because you wore them.
Because they're still.
Oh, I was using them.
Because you was using them.
I started using them.
She's like, hey, all my shit will fit in this one.
So I was walking marketing. I was like, do you want to buy this purse? Because it holds all your stuff. So. Oh, well, so we have had a lot of fun together. I am so happy that you made it into town.
Yes, I'm happy to be here.
I can't tell you. We're just going to have the best time together. And
Cheers to Stephanie's book
Cheers
signing
to
in
today
about
to
an
party.
hour or so. It's
That's why I'm in
today.
town.
Book
These-
signing today.
these mugs say it's all questionable.
It's all
This is
questionable.
my logo for my book and my little podcast. So we are going to go have a good time. So we got to wrap this thing up. And thank you so much for tuning in. And we will see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.